Produced by Walt Disney Studios and Pixar Animation Studios, released in 2022, was that of Lightyear. The premise of the film had it that the Star Command officer Buzz Lightyear, along with other related characters, are just upon the planet of Takani Prime. The film depicts Buzz Lightyear adjusting to his role as an officer in Star Command and attempting to help the people as well as other officers upon the planet. Throughout the film, to save time as well as explain details to viewers, time travel is depicted multiple times, which adds a layer of development to Star Command's efforts to colonize and develop Takani Prime, as the plot brings in Zurg, who becomes the main threat to Buzz Lightyear, and eventually through events, the both of them face off and Zurg seemingly dies. As the film ends with Buzz Lightyear deciding to live on Takani Prime with the people that he had met through his exploits as a result of being with Star Command. When the film was originally released, it polarized audiences over its portrayal as well as its depiction of Buzz Lightyear, as well as the entire modern interpretation of Star Command. Within the Toy Story film, Star Command as well as Buzz Lightyear's exact duties or experience within Star Command were only sparingly mentioned in the original first two films. More information was later revealed in the short-lived Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, which was broadcasted in the United States originally from 2000 through 2001 for a single season. Origins of an in-depth Disney Pixar film focusing on Buzz Lightyear in Star Command dates back to roughly 2016. From information now known, director Angus MacLane presented the concept of a solo-themed Buzz Lightyear film to Disney and Pixar. Aside from his point of view, he was always curious as to what made Andy desire a Buzz Lightyear toy, which was the entire focus of the original Toy Story film. This was later considered the first major mistake of the film. His points of view on Buzz Lightyear was the main reason why the film had Buzz Lightyear depicted as an inexperienced officer who had made repeated accidents and had doubt within himself throughout the film, but by the end of the feature he had hardened into an experienced soldier and earning the loyalty and respect of those around him, which actually contradicted the original details from the first Toy Story film, where Buzz Lightyear as a prodigy at Star Command and earned the respect and adoration from his peers as well as his superiors through clear leadership and support of others. Angus MacLane's reversal of Buzz Lightyear's origins would be one of the main reasons why the film was a disaster by critics as well as viewers. In 2019, Toy Story 4 was released in theaters as Tom Hanks and Tim Allen, the actors who voiced Woody and Buzz, were split with their opinions that another film should be made after the fourth story film was released, as it technically ended the franchise. Angus MacLane was asked about having the proposed Lightyear film connect in some way to the Buzz of Light Command. Whilst details later had it, despite the cartoon being in considerable continuity to use, he later preferred to once again have his own point of view for Buzz Lightyear to be the main force of the film, rather than the semi-official continuity established with the Buzz Lightyear cartoon. The decision to not have Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, who was known as the voice of the character for more than a generation, was one of the most glaring reminders that the film wasn't technically a Toy Story film, on criticism of the Angus MacLane version of Buzz Lightyear that it wasn't the real Buzz Lightyear, as there were literal claims as well as comments online, anger and hate from audiences. When Chris Evans, who was hired to portray Buzz Lightyear in the film, audiences were further divided with the details for the design of the characters in the film. The premise to explain Lightyear in the Toy Story timeline was that it was the film that Andy had seen in the mid-1990s that got him interested in Buzz Lightyear. Disney and Pixar animators wanted features of the film to have quote-unquote cinematic and chunky details within the film to express the science fiction films that Angus MacLane grew up with, as well as what he personally considered to be that of a science fiction based technology. For Star Command, Criticism had it that the film was unrealistic with its details and looked far too advanced as well as futuristic for a film that Andy might have seen in a movie theater in 1995, as it was an early 2020s view of technology from a mid 1990s science fiction movie. There was also a same-sex kiss scene which seemed unrealistic to depict in a mid 1990s film. Even the entire premise of Zurg was completely changed from the original two Toy Story films, which critics as well as audiences also complained of. With these design and details together, they were later considered to be the third major mistake of the film. The film was considered to be a disappointment for Disney and Pixar, who expected Angus MacLane's version of Buzz Lightyear to be the start of a new franchise. But due to the overwhelmingly negative impressions of the film, and even hatred as a result of the sharp changes depicted on scene for Buzz Lightyear in the movie, all of that changed, as Angus MacLane's professional reputation even suffered for a period of time as a result of the film's release. A character could be overrated yet hated due to one person's desire to interpret an iconic character in their own personal way.